This man has been serving on the Russian Black Sea Fleet in the Ukrainian city of Sevastopol for the last 2 decades. He asked us not to show his face and change his name, fearing prosecution. He happens to hold 2 passports, Russian and Ukrainian. And it is becoming a major concern for him now, since rumors that he may have to give one up.
Without the Ukrainian passport, I can't register my heritage. I can't buy or sell property. I can't buy or register a car here. On the other hand, I am a serviceman of the Russian Black Sea Fleet. And if I give up my Russian passport, I will lose my job.
Several thousand people reportedly have a double citizenship here in the Crimea, the region which has been surrounded by political controversy for years now. Russian flags on Ukrainian territory. The city of Sevastopol in the Crimean Peninsula has been a home for the Russian Black Sea Fleet ever since the collapse of the Soviet Union. That may well be one of the reasons why more than half of the town's population are ethnic Russians. And the citizenship issue has intensified here in the last couple of years. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, many of those who worked in the city of Sevastopol were automatically given a Ukrainian passport, even though they were Russians. But now Ukrainian law prohibits having 2 citizenships, and as the presence of the Black Sea Fleet has become one of the stumbling blocks in relations between the 2 countries, the authorities are urging holders of 2 passports to give up either of them. A special commission revealed that a large part of the Russian Black Sea Fleet servicemen fall into this category.
We established that over 1,500 servicemen of the Black Sea Fleet have dual citizenship. But given that we cannot control the process of giving citizenship by other states, I can't say how many more people could have 2 passports. This number could be at least twice as many.
Ukrainian law does not provide urged refusal from citizenship, but for some reason Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko's party came up with an initiative to impose a criminal penalty for carrying 2 passports. Some experts relate this with the fact that recently Russia has significantly eased citizenship procedures.
According to new legislation, if a person has relatives in Russia, he can apply for citizenship and will be granted it without having to live in Russia for 5 years. This also applies to foreigners who have graduated from universities in Russia.
According to experts, the number of such people in Ukraine could reach 8 million people, and analysts believe many could in fact go for it due to economic reasons. Nowadays, Russia offers higher salaries and is in constant demand of a workforce. But some in Kyiv's political circles see a deeper political pretext to it. After Russia intervened in the South Ossetian conflict, saying it was protecting its citizens, several politicians expressed concerns that the same scenario could unfold in the Crimea, the region which often calls itself Russian. Reports came through that the Russian consulate on the peninsula was giving away citizenships to residents.
This information appeared after the South Ossetian conflict, and I believe that the people who published it wanted to destabilize the situation in the region and to undermine bilateral relations. I can assure you that we've never done anything like that, and the Russian consulate works in an entirely regular way.
An international political game or just a domestic issue? While experts are trying to understand what the citizenship problem is all about, people with dual citizenship in Ukraine seem to have a tough choice to make. And so far it seems they would rather stay undercover and not inform authorities of having both Ukrainian and Russian passports. They say it is not their choice, but rather a situation created by history and current affairs. Alexei Rashevsky, RT.